Hey everyone, glad you're with us for the show today. We are following up on some of the absolute worst winter weather Texas has ever seen. And right after the winter weather, we've had 80-degree temperatures for literally 7 days. And you know what that means? The blue catfish have moved up shallow. We've got 30-mile-per-hour winds today, so you better hold on to your hat because Let's Fish TV is on the air right now.
That is a fish. Oh man, look at this.
It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southwest region every week.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Woo!
This is Let's Fish.
Folks, I'm Captain Michael Littlejohn with my wife Terry from Lake Tawakoni Guide Service, right here at beautiful Lake Tawakoni, which is just 45 minutes east of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And today we're going to be running shallow, chasing these blue catfish in super shallow water. And folks, everything we do today is going to work in your region where blue catfish are found. We're also going to have the weekly fishing report in your local area. But first, let's get back to the studios for your weekly planner.
Hello everyone, so great to see you. These Salooner tables are indicating that this is the best weekend of the month to get out and fish. We will have excellent game fish activity for both days this weekend. Peak daytime hours begin at 11:06 on Saturday and 12:10 on Sunday afternoon. The best nighttime fishing will begin after 11:45 on Saturday and midnight on Sunday night. Depending on your area, the sun will rise around 7:21 and set at 7:44. Nighttime fishing should be bright with the full moon this weekend. Stick around, we've got fishing reports from across the area on the way. Plus, I'll return with crappie expert Wally Marshall to answer this week's Ask the Pro question. Stay with us.
We've had 7 warm days in a row where the south wind is blown, and what that's done is it's warmed up the shallow water to the point where there's almost a 20-degree temperature difference between the main lake out in 40 and 50 foot versus the shallows. And guys, when I'm talking shallow, I'm talking like knee-deep water. And so today we're gonna head out, we're gonna use side imaging, and we're gonna find these blue catfish that have basically moved and sometimes 5 or 6 miles in a very short amount of time and staged up in these shallow mud flats. I don't know if they're trying to get warm, if the bait's moved up there, but they're up there. So right after these messages, we're gonna come back, and you know what? We're gonna set up on some of these fish and we're gonna go out and catch them.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury. Go boldly. Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder. Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Get our free fishing guide at orangebeach.com. Motor Guides Tour Pro with GPS Anchor. The tour is back. Blazer, high-performance boats for high-performance anglers.
Fish on, baby. Nice fish. Look at there. Perfect fish. All right, guys, we've located some fish on side imaging. The cormorant have been in here. We're gonna go ahead and set out our anchors out. Hey guys, box anchors, check that out. Best anchor on the market. I'm coming into the back of a cove right here, marking all kinds of fish right now. Got some buckbrush, got some docks, got a little creek right here. Fish on, baby. Hey guys, we literally just got the rod set out. We haven't been out 45 seconds and already got a fish on. These are the fish we're targeting today. These are eater-sized blue catfish, 2 to 3 pounds. And guys, it's 40 degrees out on the main lake. We're almost 60 degrees up here in the cove, and that's why these fish are up in here. Nice fish. Look at there. Perfect fish. Circle hook got her right in the corner of the mouth, exactly what you're looking for.
Well,
there we go. We're
any catfish for dinner?
We're gonna let all these fish go today, guys.
All right, let's put her.
There you go. There she goes. She gone.
Hi everyone, Captain Greg Varm here bringing you your Texas Coastal Fishing Report. Hey, I'm going to start way down south and talk Port Mansfield, Texas. Captain Wayne Davis is on top of that fishery better than anyone, and he just reported some good fishing is taking place down there. Hey, fishing the shallow potholes has been the key, and plenty of redfish are being caught, along with an occasional speckled trout. K-Wiggler Willowtails, rigged on a 2-aught hook, is very effective in the extreme shallows. Now let's move up to Baffin with Captain Chris Martin. Hey, now the black drum have been good targets recently using both live and dead shrimp. Now these fish are there in deeper waters. Now along the shallow flats, Captain Chris is catching lots of good redfish on both soft plastics and top waters. He also says that these two species, the black drum and the redfish, hey, they're going to be the main targets as Baffin Bay's trout population heals up from the freeze. Now up here on the upper Texas coast, at Galveston and Freeport, we're slamming the bay snapper, reds, and drum. Also catching lots of specks over deeper oyster reefs. A red snapper season is around the corner, and I'm beginning to book up right now. Give me a call soon to secure your trip on your deep sea fishing adventure with me, Captain Greg Varm. Hey, I'll see you guys next week.
All right, guys, we've got some fresh gizzard shad we just caught in our net, and we're targeting eater-sized blue catfish and super shallow water. So what I want to do is I want to come in here, and I'm not using big baits. I don't want to use big baits right now. I'm going to fillet. These are 5-inch, 4.5, 5-inch gizzard shad. I'm just filleting the fillets off of them like this right here. That's all I'm doing, just like that. Just get a nice, good fillet off these baits. And this right here is going to be one bait right there. I'm going to take the skeleton, send it out. There's one bait right here, and then guys, watch this. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna take and cut just bigger than my thumbnail size baits. Look at there, like that. So I'm getting 5 or 6 baits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 baits off one shad. And guys, I may catch multiple fish off one bait. So let's get them out and see if we can catch some fish here. Yeah, he's on there.
Well, I know
Look at there. Another one. We still don't have all the rods out yet. Oh yeah. And I'll tell you what.
3 down.
Okay, 3 fish in the boat, and we still don't have all the rods out yet.
I think we're good.
Oh, this one's getting bit back here. This one just got bit. That back rod just got hammered. Oh, this one's on. This one's on. This one's on. Oh, there's another one. This one's a little bit bigger here. I'm telling you what, that one back there was getting bit. All right. Oh, come here, Bubba. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, that's a nice one right here. That one's a wild man. Look at there. Easy there, Bubba. All right. Look at there, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
They eat these little tiny pieces of shad.
I know, right? Let's see here.
Do a double lick right here.
All right, let's see here, guys. We're here, Lake Tawakoni. We're up in a couple foot of water. It's early March. Water's warming up. People love to come out and target these blue catfish up shallow. We are trying to fish 10 rods. Our biggest issue so far is that we've only been able to get 6 rods out because we keep catching these dang fish that keep hitting our lines here. So, but hey, check that out. Beautiful blue. That one's about 4.5 pounds. Terry's letting her go. Let's let this one go right here. Oop, there he goes. All right, let's see if we can get 10 rods out. So once the rod gets pressure on it, we're reeling up to the rod and we're reeling down. Pretty fish. We're Carolina rigging today. We don't even have the Santee Cooper rig. We don't even have a cork on our leader. But we're faced with some 4-foot rollers out on the main lake today. We've got 30-mile-an-hour winds. And these 2-ounce sinkers right here, these lead sinkers, are not good for our fiberglass rods. And you know, most people are going to come in, they're going to hook it up like this right here, and they're going to reel it up like this right here. And as they go down the lake, those weights are going to beat these rods up. So what you can do is you can come up to your second eye right here and just bring this line around your reel like this right here, tighten it up, and look at this. As I'm going down the lake, look where my weight stays right here. My weight's gonna stay right here, and look at there. Shake that rod going down the lake, and that weight doesn't beat that rod up, and you can transport it a lot easier out on the main lake when you're going from one spot to another. Get him, babe, get him. Reel. There you go. Fish on. Guys, we're not setting the hook on these fish. It looks kind of strange, but these are circle hooks. So once the rod gets pressure on it, we're reeling up to the rod and we're reeling down. The reason I'm looking around so much is we got rods all around the boat. Pretty fish. And at any moment, any rod could slam down. And here's another thing. We're targeting these eater-sized fish right now, but here's the deal. Look at all the black little spots on him too. But at any moment, Big Bertha could come in and wipe out one of these rods and catch a 50, 60 pounder. All right, guys, check this out. She's gonna, when she puts a circle hook in, she's barely gonna hook the corner. That's all she's gonna do. And when she comes back through, we're gonna check the tip for a scale. And that right there is perfect. You don't wanna worm the bait all onto the circle hook. I know that bothers some people, just barely hanging on, but that's what's gonna work best for these fish.
Man, what a difference a week makes, especially when you've had a bunch of warm nights in a row like we've had. The fishing has really picked up across the state of Oklahoma, with a lot of different reports coming in from many different places for a lot of different species. A really good bass report coming in from Lake Texoma, thanks to Charles Jewell. He said good fishing there for largemouth and smallmouth, and just about any way you want to catch them. A lot of square bills, A-rigs, spinnerbaits, biffle bugs. They're pretty much hitting at Lake Texoma, so a good option for bass right now. Now, the northeastern part of the state and a few other isolated targeted areas have had a lot of rain, so again, that has water situations varying that you might want to check before you go to see what's going on there. But especially the Grand River system, which impacts Grand Lake, Hudson, and Fort Gibson, a lot of water's been running through there. So it's pushing on down pretty quick down the river, but that means a lot of those backwaters we talked about a couple of weeks back are going to start warming up. They'll be really good for a lot of different species to get out of that main river section, some of the backwaters that have been on the rise. Crappie fishing, good reports coming in from Lake Eufaula again. So a lot of fish are being caught at Lake Eufaula at this time. Crappie are really starting to get active. Look at those spawning areas. Look for the species that are schooled up out in front of those spawning areas. You can find them in some big numbers right now and have a lot of fun catching those. Hey, the fishing is here. It's springtime in Oklahoma, but you can't catch them if you don't go.
Hey friends, Captain Kevin Broussard here with your Let's Fish Outdoor Report, coming to you from Louisiana. I'll tell you what, talk to Bill Lake in the Houma, Dulac, Dularge area. Lots of fish getting caught, both trout and redfish. Redfish seem to be up shallow. They're throwing scented plastics. Under a cork seems to be working best there. Tell you what, trout, they're still in a little bit deeper water. Same thing, soft plastics working best there. Toledo Bend action. I tell you what, white perch are moving shallow, bass are moving shallow. They're in that transition stage. It's getting time for all of them to spawn. Bass action seems to be anywhere from 10 foot to the bank. Right now you can throw any kind of soft plastic, whether it be like a Cinco. You can throw Carolina rigs, Texas rigs. I'll tell you what, lots of fish getting caught on the rattle trap. Square bill, crankbait, shallow water, about 2 to 4 foot. The white perch, tube jig seems to be the key right there. 8 to 12 feet of water, that's where they're keying at. For Old Cajun Field, Captain Kevin Broussard saying, let's fish.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Power Pole, Total Boat Control. Visit Mississippi. Good times are close by. Low Boats, 50 years of boating craftsmanship. Balls Out, made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders.
Oh, right here. Oh, shoot. Oh. Yep. guys, little tip here, when you're fishing multiple rods like this, guys, we're fishing at 25-mile-an-hour wind today. We're in the back of a cove. The boat's moving back and forth, and it's okay. These blue catfish are incredibly aggressive, but we like to use this high-vis line. In this case, we're using an orange line today. We can see the bite evolving before the rod goes down. We can see that slack in that line going out before that rod tip goes down, and we can do that because of the high-vis line. So if you're gonna sit on anchor in the shallow water and do this, get you some high-vis line and put on your rod and reels. It'll help you see the bite before it happens. You get them? Fish on. Oh man, this one's going down right here.
Oh. I didn't see that one.
It was under the boat.
I've been watching this one for so long I didn't even see it.
Look at there. Looking around.
Little.
Thought we were getting a bite on that other side too. Look at here. There's two of them.
Wow.
Guys, what's going on here is we are just off the main lake, and the wind obviously is blowing. Oh, right here, right here, right here, right here.
Oh, no.
Oh, shoot. Oh. Yep. What's going on here is we got some problems today, but really what's going on, the wind is barreling into this cove right now, and it's got the midge larva blown in here, and these blue cats are all over it right now. Matter of fact, their bellies are going to be full
Look at the belly on this one.
of just brown gravy, and that's the midge larva that this time of year it starts growing. And that's a nice blue right here, and they're in here eating on it, and we're in here anchored up in this cove, super shallow water, and they're in here feeding like crazy. We have only been here a few minutes, and look at here.
Triple.
There's 3 catfish in no time. We still don't have all our rods out. We've moved to a different area, just trying these different areas in the same situation. We were finding these catches or these little coves where the wind's blowing in, and I'll tell you what, they're in here feeding like crazy. In fact, I've got my head looking around.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you once again by the American Renaissance Grill Series from RCS, with 304 dual wall stainless construction in the body and the frame, and solid stainless steel Searmax grids. This truly is America's best value in an outdoor kitchen. Now we've got a full moon coming up. Lake Fork just gave up a Sherrilunker over 13 pounds, and I expect to see some more really big fish coming from that lake. Go back up into the creeks, past the halfway mark towards the back, and see if you can't find a little pocket that's got a lot of sun and is protected from the wind. When you get there, you want to throw a Texas rigged crawl or lizard in June bug, red shad, black blue, any of your standard colors, and see if you can't catch one of those big fish. If you just want to catch a lot of fish, throw your spinner baits and your chatterbaits. Use your natural colors, your shads and your chartreuse and whites. Now over on Cedar Creek, you'll find the crappie are not actually spawning yet, but they are moving into the creeks. You'll find them in the 2/3 area of just about any creek on the lake, and they are very shallow right now, less than 4 feet of water. You can use your minnows and your standard crappie jigs, but the key is going to be any kind of brush or even shallow docks. They're staying tight to the cover right now, so you'll need to get in there where they are with those baits. And finally, at Lake Athens, we've got a fantastic bass bite going on there, on top waters of all things. Throw your whopper plopper, throw your buzz bait, throw any kind of top water you like around the edges of the grass. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you once again by the good folks at American Renaissance Grills. Be sure and check us out on Facebook, Lone Star Lakes.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for new fishing videos every day. And download the free Waypoint TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lou's. Feel the difference. Waypoint Customs. Customize your boat your way. Strike King, tie one on. Glacier Glove, stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades. Fishing Specialties, makers of the premier mount assembly for live sonar.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's get right to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Charlie wants to know, what is the biggest crappie you have ever caught? For an answer, we asked the one and only Mr. Crappie, Wally Marshall.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was 3 1/4 pounds. I was fishing with Jimmy Houston. We was doing a show up in Oklahoma, and we were using spinning tackle, and this is one of my speed shooter rods that I have on the market today with Lou's. I was using a 6.5 foot rod, 6 pound test, 16th ounce lure, and I caught the biggest crappie of my life on blue and white, my favorite color.
If you want some help from one of the pros, simply go to letsfishtv.com and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit a question. Now it's time to find out who wins this week's Big Catch of the Week.
This week's winner in the Big Catch of the Week contest is Brooke Boyles of Lorena, Texas, showing a 45-pound blue catfish she caught at Lake Waco, Texas. To enter the contest, go to letsfishtv.com and follow the instructions on the homepage, or post it to any Tuesday post on our Facebook page at facebook.com/letsfishtv.
Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about what we use today to catch these shallow water blue catfish. Guys, this is pretty simple. Most of the stuff you probably have in your tackle box. I'm using a Santee Cooper rig. But since I'm fishing shallow, I like to take my cork and either not use it at all or push it up all the way to the swivel. Again, we're fishing in real shallow water. What I'm doing here, guys, I've got 60-pound leader on a 6/0 hook. Okay, that's a 6/0 and I've got it snailed. And basically, there's your hook right here. I'm using a sinker slider right here, and I'm taking a 2-ounce teardrop weight that I can just clip on manually, and if I need to go heavier or lighter, I can take them off and put them back on with just a regular 1/0 swivel. Like this, guys, is pretty simple. I've got 25-pound main line on a nice soft tip rod, and then of course bait of choice today is a nice little gizzard shad that we caught in our cast net before we started this trip. So, and I'm cutting these into really small pieces. One other thing I want to show you guys real quick is when you're doing this, you're going to need to anchor up. There's a lot of different anchors on the market. This right here is a regular box anchor that's welded out of 3-inch plate. These really stick your boat. You want to fish these type trips when it's windy, and these box anchors held us today a 24-foot Blazer Bay boat in 30-mile-an-hour winds, and we used 2 of them. So, and I've got some chain attached to it. So, thanks for joining us on Let's Fish TV. For more fish catching action, tips, and tricks, go over to our website at letsfishtv.com or check out our YouTube page at the information above your screen. We hope you guys had a great time with us today and learned something about catching these shallow water blue catfish in the springtime. And trust me, these techniques will work anywhere in your region where you live. And until next time, you guys be safe, have fun, and we'll see you on the water.